This is Ryan Abraham, Dan Weber, USCFootball.com instant analysis here at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. USC spring game wrapped it up here on April 19th. I think it was Cardinal 15, white 19. I don't know what that means. The grass is nice. There was a big crowd out here. What'd you think, Dan?
I think they figured out that they have television in Fresno, and they decided, the heck with them. Let them watch this thing. They're not getting anything out of it, and they're not. This was by far probably the worst offensive performance of the spring, but you give the defense credit. They came after him. I mean, they get to the goal line early, and Hayes shoots a gap and blows up a play, and he said, yeah, I kind of knew what. Yeah, they same formation, same everything. Cody says, that so-and-so Hayes, he knew the play and blah, blah, blah. But, and then basically they made a decision. I think Jaleel Pinner and Ty Isaac turned their ankles, and they made a decision. They weren't taking any chances with Buck Allen and Trey Madden. So you got Connor Sullivan running the ball, and James Tolan. For the fans here, you maybe didn't get to see what we've seen all spring. I mean, they've looked pretty good and pretty active, and this was a little bit of, I wouldn't say an absolutely, completely official sandbag, but the word is out there somewhere.
Yeah, they put some production value into it. They had a lot of events going on in the middle of the game and like contests and stuff with the fans. The two biggest plays was one thrown to a 10-year-old kid that scored a touchdown. I think it was the only touchdown of the game. And then I think another one.
40-year-old guy. And that's like one of those things where you're having these marketing meetings and say, yeah, this will be great, and then you realize, but what if those were the only touchdowns scored by the offense? And then you realize, but as it turned out, they were.
They were, yeah. Now, Cody Kessler, all the quarterbacks actually, interestingly, completed 5 passes. I think Max Brown was like 5 of 15. I don't remember what Jalen Green, but Cody Kessler was 5 of 10. I don't know if it included the one to the little kid there, but it wasn't a great performance by the quarterbacks.
No, and they kind of ran out of receiver. I mean, if you're only going to run Nelson Aguilar 1 or 2 plays, so you basically take Nelson out of the game, you take Trey out of the game, you take Buck out of the game, you don't have a lot left to go with. So that was, Jalen Cope Fitzpatrick did make 3 catches and 3 really good plays. But other than that, they need, as Sark said coming out of this, what do you need? And he said, you need to get healthy, period. That's it. We don't need to, it's not like we need to learn the offense. We need to get better this way or that way. We just need to get healthy.
You mentioned a couple rolled ankles. The good thing about spring football, no major injuries. He said everyone is going to be back for fall camp, so as long as everyone's recovering okay, they'll be back. They got 100 plays in here with full tackling, according to Sark. I don't know if there was that many, but that's really what he wanted to.
The official number is 85.
Okay.
But, in the ballpark. By the time they started, Jalen Green handing the ball off to Connor Sullivan, you could start getting up and moving out of the press box. Because Connor Sullivan, for a guy that was, came in as a walk-on quarterback and they drafted him as a tailback, he's got a lot of moves and made a really good play when they started today. They started with some contact right away on the 50-yard line, three levels, and the gauntlet drill kind of, and the cheering both sides and the recruits out there, and that was fun. And Connor made a really nice run there. Pretty good little runner, but that's not where this USC team is going. So what you saw here today probably doesn't have much connection to what you're going to see.
Okay, well that's going to wrap it up. I want to mention the crowd though. We don't know what the official numbers were, but I think it was the biggest crowd I've seen here. They're all actually getting on the field right now to get autographs, but it looked like a pretty big crowd.
Yeah, the players were talking about it. I mean, all they would say is way bigger than last year, way more excited, way more fun, way more, and it clearly was. So again, I know the bottom number would have been 50. My number was at least 20.
Yeah.
I don't know. We still haven't gotten the official number, but it was a really nice crowd, bigger than the Michigan crowd last week, which is like 15,000 or whatever. So that's not a bad thing.
Especially for LA, not too bad. All right, we're going to wrap it up here from the Coliseum. The spring practice is over. 2014 Steve Sarkisian era is on the way. For Dan Weber, this is Ryan Abraham. Check out USCFootball.com for more.